For the legs of this MOC, you're going to need one 9-long Technic lift arm. Once more, 5 2-long push rods, axles, whichever you prefer. One 3-long push rod, axle. You're only going to need one of these blue axle pins. You're going to need 2 of these Technic connectors with the double axle slots in the peg. One double peg, 1 axle slot, Technic piece. One of these Technic connectors with the axle, the peg hole, and then the ball joint. 2 3-long lift arm fins. Lift arm thin. 4 of these little 2-long Technic lift arm fins. 2 3-long blue pins. 2 of these Technic wheel, I know that much. 2 of these little half bushings. 1 of these Technic lift arms. This came out of a Chima set that I bought. I need 3 of these. 1 bionicle limb, preferably a rock shoe leg. 1 random Hero Factory piece. This is all for 1 leg, not both of them. 1 hand piece. 2 these little pins, and slot them into each side of the leg connector. Then you want to keep it like this. Then slide the Technic axles. Oh my God, the Technic lift arms onto the axles, the 3-long versions. Then take the pins, these little half bushings, and put them onto the axles. Of course, you might want to remove this piece, so you want to plug the 3-long axle into one of the lift arms. Then you're going to take 1 of each of these and then slide it here. Then take this Technic 2 pin port Technic piece and slide it over that. Then once more take the smaller Technic lift arm, the 2-length one, slide it onto the axle, and then replace this piece. Now take your little lift arm here, go down 2 spaces right here, put a pin in, put a pin in. Make sure it's 2 down. You can't see that because it's black there. Flip it over, go down here to the bottom, count up 1, place a blue pin axle, take one of these pieces and slide it onto the leg. Take one of the remaining few 2-long axles and put it there. Put a pin there, my bad. You're going to want to, oh okay, you're supposed to lift that up or remove this piece. I'm horrible at this. Hopefully I'll learn how to do this for you guys. They won't suck as bad. Take the remaining 2 axles, 3-long axles, and then slot them into the Technic connector here. Then on this top axle, you're going to put the remaining 2 lift arms on them just like that. Now we're going to connect this piece to the bottom, the furthest axle away. Then you want to take one of these. You want to take one of these little pins, these 2 long pins, and slide it into the bottom piece of that Technic connector. You want to take this little Technic lift arm and clip it here, and then clip it here. Then you want to connect these little wheel pieces to the bottom. And the last 2 pieces that are considered armor, last remaining pin into the first socket right there, closest to the ball with the hero effector. Put it down 1 more, and then slide it on. You simply just make 2 of them. For the feet, you're going to be making high heels. These are not my design. I wish they was, because these are amazing. These are just wonderfully designed, and they look really cool. The only problem is they're expensive. And by expensive, I mean 3 cams, or 3 Technic cams, 2 of these little Technic 2 long, thin lift arms, I believe, and a 3 long, 5 2 long plus axle rods, 1 hand, or Technic piece, Technic connector, 1 of these Technic connectors with the axle running through, and it's full. 3 of these T-pin Technic connectors, 1 double length pin with the axle connector, Barak eye things, and then last but not least, you need one of these little cylinders that slide over pegs, like this piece, like this right here. And these were originally constructed by Lab DG. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. If not, I'm sorry for butchering your name. But I'm going to leave a link down in the description below. Go to his channel, check out his MOCs. They are amazing, and ask him for permission to use these, because these are an outstanding design. Thank you so much for letting me use these. And I take absolutely no credit in its design. Take the Technic thing. It's a bushing, but slide it onto the pin. You have 1 end sticking off the back, so you can take these 2 little plush rod, 2 length lift arm pieces, thin, and slot them over the axle, like so. You're going to take another one of these little 2 pins, these 2 long axles, stick it into the top portion of the little lift arms, and then connect the heel. I'm going to take one of your Technic cams, the third, take the 3 long axle, or lift arm, put it there, and another one of the 2 long pins to the bottom of the Technic cam and the 3 long axle arm, or the 3 long Technic lift arm, like so. And just so that the Technic cam comes right up to the bottom of the ball socket, it's a good way to remember that. And you just slide on the Barak eye. Take one of these Technic T-pin connectors, slide it onto that 2 long axle, so you get this shape. Long push rod. Stick it into the end of the T-pin. Take these last 2 Technic cams, stack them, and put them there on the first slot of the Technic cam. Slot in the Technic cam, the first one here. Put this in here first. Slot it into the T-pin connector, so you get this little direction going. Then you slot the final toe part onto the heels. And that is how you make the heels. And Lab DG, if you're watching this and you would not like me to reveal how you made these, or if you want these things to keep between you and the people you have already given permission, if it's not okay with you, I will take down this video, edit it, cut these out, and then re-upload the video just in case. I should have asked you for permission before I did this video. That's a good thought. Just let me know. And sorry if I did intrude. But these hills are amazing, and I just wanted to share these designs because they are incredible. And I had asked a fellow, however you classify another member of YouTube, and asked him what he thought about female MOCs, because at the time he said that a lot of male MOCists don't really do women justice with female MOCs or something along those lines. Well, it's not just a spine, and your MOCs look like they're just dudes with tits, and I was like, well, thank you, that's truthful, and I appreciated that comment, because in turn it made me tear down Radaka and partially scrap this MOC and redesign Radaka into a much more feminine version of a MOC. My bad, guys, you want to rotate these thighs around. And it made me redo her and make her traits more feminine, and just overall a better design and more sound design than she already was. And this, guys, is how you create my MOC Nadria. Even more determined to make a legitimate female MOC that was not only appropriate for a female, but subscribe if this video helped you or you liked it. I don't care if you give me credit, it's up to you. It's a personal choice that you have to make as a MOCist. So, if you don't, I'm not going to hunt you down and spam your channel like most MOCists do. I don't really care, because if you make any version of this, see, I gave you some things and some things are missing, so therefore you're going to have to add parts of your own to this MOC, and it's going to make you have to add parts like the thighs, or is crucial in the design of this MOC, so you're going to have to work yourself around that, and that's good, because that it makes you think and have your own version of a MOC, so it's not directly plagiarism or copying, it's a legitimate workings of your own. So, or get into mocking in general, like Barrock's version, Misfortune MOC is the previous video I drew inspiration for her. And if it helps you like it helped me, then my job is done. You have successfully created a MOC, and or you have caught the mocking bug. And alright, and that concludes the how-to of Nadria, my very first MOC and my very first video uploaded to YouTube. Thank you for the people who commented and wanted this video done. This is really a step forward in my channel to do a how-to. I can't remember your name, and I'll post it down in the comments saying thank you to whoever motivated me to this video. And but you know, guys, would you subscribe if you haven't already, because it'll really motivate me, like much of the other YouTubers. The more subscribers they have, the more content that they put out. A second video, I'm thinking of doing the Trinity Beast, the Hero Factory MOC for the Zev Productions. I believe that's what it was, the Zev Productions Beast Month contest. So if I can get some more subscribers, that'd be awesome. And if this video helped you out, subscribe, thumbs up this video, like it, whichever it is, share it. I don't really care if you copy this design, because no matter what, you're going to have to add something to it or take away something, because you may not have the exact same parts. So therefore you are essentially creating a whole nother MOC. You're not just copying mine. So credit is not necessary. I don't care if you give me credit or not. If you do, that's awesome. Leave me a comment, I'll check out your video, and I'll probably subscribe. So far, I'm in 40+ numbers. It was really good to see that many subscribers, especially just the short time I've been on YouTube. I'm not sure if that's good or bad, but it feels good to me. So post a comment and let me know if you did and how you improved upon this original design. So I'd like to know. I'd like to see your MOC, and I probably, like I said, I will subscribe if you did use this. So, adios, guys.